Do you invest in a 401k or an IRA? Did you know you could lose 30, 40, even 50% of your investments when the market crashes? It's time you take control of your investments. For over 15 years, Phil'sGang.com's Phil Grandy has been teaching, coaching, and investing right along with all Phil's Gang members, making profits when the market is up or down. Phil'sGang.com posts daily market updates, has a live investing class, and all material is archived. Sounds too good to be true? Why not join thousands of satisfied Phil's Gang customers today? Go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
philsgang.com.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You hear me talk about 401ks every day on my radio show. Why? Because it's such a disservice. 89 million Americans have a 401k. There's 638,000 plans. And the father of the 401k, Ted Brenner, even admitted they're a scam. He doesn't endorse them anymore because of the ridiculous fees. You got to get away from those fees. Remember, every 1% fee, they take 30% of your retirement money. The average fund is 2.5%. 60% of the money is going to be gone when you're ready to retire. You don't need to do that. There's an alternative. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Seek out the alternative. Give yourself a break. philsgang.com. Sign up today.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. they pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Money's coming to me.
Press always asks me, don't I wish I were debating him? No, I wish we were in high school. I could take him behind the gym. That's what I wish.
Did you see where Biden wants to take me to the back of the barn? Me. He wants it. I'd love that. I'd love that. Mr. Tough Guy. You know, he's Mr. Tough Guy. You know when he's Mr. Tough Guy? When he's standing behind a microphone by himself. That's when he's... He wants to bring me to the back of the barn. Oh, some things in life you could really love doing.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. I enjoyed that. Very good, Tommy. Okay. Well, we're getting closer to this election. And the market, it's amazing watching the market. It's getting narrower and narrower. It's just not going anywhere. In the morning, what they do now is the plunger team will take it and open it up 80 points. And then by the afternoon, it's back down. Or they'll lower it by 80 points. In the afternoon, it's back up. They just don't want to cause any problems. They just want to keep this market steady. Don't go up. Don't go down. They just got to get through the next couple of weeks so that she will win. Because again, like I said yesterday, everybody believes that the stock market reflects the economy. And that is so sad. If people only understood, we don't buy the economy. That's not what we do. When we go to the market, we don't buy the economy. So how can it reflect the economy? It doesn't reflect the economy. I'm not going to go over that again today. But it is so stupid. But they have taken parking space in everyone's head. It has. Just like they took parking space in everyone's head when they decided to do the QE. Remember the QE? 2009? We were told, oh my God, what a lie. We were told that they're going to print all this money, about $3 trillion. And what they're going to do with the $3 trillion is they're going to put it into the market, front load it, and then they're going to move the market up. And so stock prices will go up. And then the CEOs of companies will get so excited, get so much confidence. What they'll do is take all their profits, plow it back into the companies, go buy machineries and upgrade it and buy information technology. That'll create all kinds of jobs. And then there's going to be so much consumption, and there's going to be so many jobs, and they're going to go and have shovel-ready jobs, and it was going to be just fantastic. The economy was going to grow 4%, 5%. All a lie. Just all a lie. They never intended to do that. It's just crazy what's going on. And here we are after 8 years sitting with an economic growth of 1.6%. That's insane. And people are still saying now today they'd rather have another 8 years of the same. Oil is going back now, starting to drift back to $49. First we saw oil driving. Now it's going back to $49. Starting to drop back. We're also seeing 18-wheelers. You know, those big trucks you're trying to get around the corner or it's going up a hill when you're traveling. They get in your way and you can't get around. The wheels are coming off them. Sales are terrible, down 30%. That usually tells you that we got a recession coming. It's never been wrong. But here's what people fail to understand about Trump. He started a movement against the most powerful political and media establishment ever, who use their wealth to control those who legislate our laws in their favor. Our congressmen, even our judges they own. Bernie Sanders, also like Trump, he started a movement. Both of them started a movement. Bernie started a movement against his own party, the Democratic establishment. A conspiracy involving a group of Democratic kingmakers. George Soros, businessman George Soros, Warren Buffett, then the politicians, Reid, Hillary, Pelosi, Schumer, Elizabeth Warren, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. How about Donna Brazile? Others who used hidden persuaders and psychological warfare techniques to manipulate the opinion against Sanders to try to pull away the primary from him. Amazing. Isn't that amazing? But here's what's really amazing. In an unprecedented move, the Republican establishment and its insiders, like Paul Ryan, the Bush family, John McCain, others, top leaders of the Republican Party, joined both the Democrat and media establishments, the insiders, to kill Trump's nomination. And finally, his campaign. And to get Hillary elected. Who ever saw something like that? We've never seen anything like that. Are you kidding me? What's going on? That's crazy. Anybody catch last night? Megyn Kelly? There's a poster person for the media establishment. Boy, she's unbelievable. She has a net worth of $15 million. She's typical establishment. Net worth of $15 million, an annual salary of $9 million. One of the most powerful media establishment personalities on TV. Now, last night, her behavior was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's play the clip. This was just drove me nuts. Is that racked up? Right here.
Larry Sabato, by Cook, by the Fox News decision desks. These are nonpartisan outlets that are just trying to call the electoral
scoreboard. They're not nonpartisan outlets. Every outlet you described is part of the establishment.
Fox News, really? Are we? I don't think so. And they've every state they've moved it to the left, towards Hillary. And you tell me whether that's all made up.
No, I think they're two alternative universes. You have a poll which suggests that she's going to get a Barack Obama turnout among African Americans. I don't think that's going to happen. You have a Washington Post ABC News poll where they took out 8% of the vote because they didn't like the way it voted. Look, I've been around long enough. I remember when the Detroit Liberal newspaper on the Sunday before the election said John Engler would lose by 14 points. He won the governorship that year. Mm-hmm. I don't take polls as seriously as people who've never run for office.
He had a rough first debate. He took the bait on Alicia Machado. He stayed in that trap for a week. The Access Hollywood tape came out, which was not produced by Hillary Clinton. That was Trump on camera talking about grabbing women.
Look, I just heard you go through this with Governor Pence. I get it. I know where you're coming from. But let me point out something to you.
Sure.
The three major networks spent 23 minutes attacking Donald Trump that night and 57 seconds on Hillary Clinton's secret speeches.
If Trump is a sexual predator, that is...
He's not a sexual predator.
Okay, that's your opinion. I'm not taking a position on it.
You could not defend that statement.
I'm not taking a position on it.
sick and tired of people like you using language that's inflammatory that's not true.
Excuse me, Mr.
Donald,
Speaker.
Donald
you have
Trump
no
was not
idea
this-
whether it's true or not. What we know is that
Neither-
there are at
neither
least...
do you.
That's right, and I'm not taking a position on it,
No,
unlike
yes, you are. When you use the words, you took a position.
So
and
what
I think
I
it's
said
very
is
unfair of you to do that, Megan. I think
incorrect.
that is exactly the bias people are upset by.
I think that your defensiveness on this may speak volumes, sir.
No,
what I
let
said
me just
is
suggest
if...
to you-
No, let me make my point, and then I'll give you the floor.
All
What
right.
I said is if Trump is a sexual predator, then it's a big story.
Oh, big story? Oh, but it's not a big story. Let me see. 54 seconds for Hillary's story that she is a liar, a thief, lied to the FBI. She turned around and she was involved with selling her office for millions of dollars. Oh, that they gave her, though, what, 54 seconds compared to 23 minutes. Are you kidding? We'll be right back. 15 past the hour, and we'll take a look at some stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Do you invest in a 401k or an IRA? Did you know you could lose 30, 40, even 50% of your investments when the market crashes? It's time you take control of your investments. For over 15 years, philsgang.com's Phil Grandy has been teaching, coaching, and investing right along with all Phil's Gang members, making profits when the market is up or down. philsgang.com posts daily market updates, has a live investing class, and all material is archived. Sounds too good to be true? Why not join thousands of satisfied Phil's Gang customers today? Go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You know, most people get involved with a 401k because of the employer match. They really believe that there's free money. There's no free money. It's a scam. Here's how it works. You ever notice that you can't get the money all at once? Why not? Why don't they just give you the match all at once? Why over 6 years? Because they know only 12% of the people who work for a company stay for 6 years or more. Only 12% are there for 6 years. That's why they plugged it to 6 years. They know you're not going to stay. So it's not for your benefit. It's for the benefit of the company. It's a scam. There's an alternative, though. Phil's Gang. Join my gang. philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You hear me talk about 401ks every day on my radio show. Why? Because it's such a disservice. 89 million Americans have a 401k. There's 638,000 plans. And the father of the 401k, Ted Brenner, even admitted they're a scam. He doesn't endorse them anymore because of the ridiculous fees. You got to get away from those fees. Remember, every 1% fee, they take 30% of your retirement money. The average fund is 2.5%. 60% of the money is going to be gone when you're ready to retire. You don't need to do that. There's an alternative. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Seek out the alternative. Give yourself a break. philsgang.com. Sign up today.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Learn, invest, and profit with Phil Grandy. And be sure to check out philsgang.com. The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
I would like your opinion on MGM Resorts International.
That's Jim Murin. He's a fabulous CEO. We've been behind him ever since he started there. We also like the Real Estate Investment Trust.
Back to Phil's Gang. Let's hear that again. Let's hear that again.
I would like your opinion on MGM Resorts International.
That's Jim Murin. He's a fabulous CEO. We've been behind him ever since he started there. We also like the Real Estate Investment Trust.
Wow, that's why you're going to buy that stock. The poor guy that called, he probably had a headache. Probably dropped dead after listening to that. What are we talking about? They're behind Jim Murin. They're behind Jim Murin, the CEO. That's a big mistake. By the way, anytime you see a CEO on the front cover of any magazine, Forbes, whatever, they're doing a profile, how great he is, short the hell out of the stock. Short it. It means the company's going down. 9 out of 10 times when you see the CEO, a picture on the front cover, it's over for them. It really is. But what a stupid call this is. You know, people make stock buying so much more difficult than it is. Than it should be, rather. Now think about it. Everybody really believes you got to have this great knowledge to buy stocks. A whole empire on Wall Street was built on that thinking. I need to get somebody that will take care of my stocks, take care of my portfolio. These guys are so smart. Yeah, they're smart, all right. They took parking space in your head to convince you that you need them. To go into the jaws of parasites, go into the jaws of people that have no interest in you at all. It's just like our shadow government. People really believe there's a government here. You got to look at the government underneath it. It's the same thing with Wall Street. You really think these people sit around J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, around the conference table going, what can we do for our clients? What can we do that will help them retire? How can we create wealth for them to You really believe they're sitting there talking about you and what they can do to help you? Are you out of your mind? Not unless you have at least $5 million in their account. It used to be $1 million. That's not even enough anymore. People with $1 million don't even get any special research. It's in a pool. You go in a pool with everybody else, and you get nothing. So let's take a look at this MGM. All right, MGM. If you were my gang member and you had a chart, especially the MV2 chart, color-coded technology chart, that identifies for you when the institutions are going in or going out. That's all it is. I can't get this across to you. People don't believe it. What makes stocks go up? If money goes in. Who has all the money? The institutions. We mean institutions. The 9 biggest banks in the country, the pension funds, the 401k managers, they have all the money. When their money goes in, the stock goes up. That's simple. Who decides to buy that specific stock? The boys at the top, the elitists. They call the shots, and they decide which stock they're going to move that particular month or that particular week. And like cattle, everybody else follows the leader. It's money, nothing else. All this other crap they give you is just that crap. It's all jibber jabber. So here, let's say you didn't know anything about MGM. And here's the beautiful thing. You don't even have to go in and get the 10K and look through it and find out how much they're spending on help and labor and food. And you figure any of that out. All you do is this. You don't have to call nobody. It was read. It was read on Wednesday, August 31st. It turned green September 2nd, Friday. That meant the institutions put money in. Putting money in. So now you start to buy. So the stock was at $24.43. And then guess what? It went up. And then it turned red. It turned red on October 5th at $26.85. You had a 9% return from approximately 9% return September 1 to approximately, say, October 5th. A 9% return in what, 4 weeks? Are you kidding? Where else are you going to get that? But you knew to get up. He tells people to start buying it because they're backing the CEO. Oh, you mean the CEO that always screws things up and they get a golden parachute and they jump out and he's rich and everybody else is dead, and then they turn around and tell everybody he's leaving because he wants to be with his family. How many times have you heard on Wall Street, CNBC, Fox, any of these news stations, a guy is leaving, a CEO is leaving, he's getting $265 trillion to leave because he wants to be with his family? Because he screwed the company up. So there it is. So now it turned red. It turned red. You would have gotten out. You would have protected that 9% gain. But even better, you'd be making money now. From $27, it dropped down now. It dropped down to $25, and now it's at $26. So right now, what you would do right now is, just because it's red, you do what we call sell short. Just push a button, and as it goes down, you make money. What is so hard about this? This is not hard. Your kids can learn to do this. You didn't have to know anything about the company. So here's what I want you to do. I will prove to you how easy it is. And the beautiful thing is, for people who are so busy, who want to be so passive because they don't have time, then what you should do, just a basket of stocks. The S&P 500 stock. There's 500 beautiful stocks. SPY is the symbol. You buy it. When it's green, you buy. And it starts turning red, you get out. Then we send you all day long information on your mobile devices. We're with you all day long. You're not alone. It's so easy. Here's the number. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. Join the gang now and get your free 4-week trial of the MV2. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Do you invest in a 401k or an IRA? Did you know you could lose 30, 40, even 50% of your investments when the market crashes? It's time you take control of your investments. For over 15 years, philsgang.com's Phil Grandy has been teaching, coaching, and investing right along with all Phil's Gang members, making profits when the market is up or down. philsgang.com posts daily market updates, has a live investing class, and all material is archived. Sounds too good to be true? Why not join thousands of satisfied Phil's Gang customers today? Go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, most people get involved with a 401k because of the employer match. They really believe that there's free money. There's no free money. It's a scam. Here's how it works. You ever notice that you can't get the money all at once? Why not? Why don't they just give you the match all at once? Why over 6 years? Because they know only 12% of the people who work for a company stay for 6 years or more. Only 12% are there for 6 years. That's why they plugged it to 6 years. They know you're not going to stay. So it's not for your benefit. It's for the benefit of the company. It's a scam. There's an alternative, though. Phil's Gang. Join my gang. philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He's used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que San Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Hey, if you're not a Phil's Gang member and you like to see what I do, well, guess what? every Wednesday, I post a market update video on YouTube. Now, to see my weekly, and it's free, video, just go to philsgang.com and click on the YouTube link. I give you information to where I think the market's going to go, what I think it's going to do, talk about some stocks, but I also give you my opinion on a lot of things. What's going on with the election, all kinds of good stuff. So it's a fun thing for me to do, and you'll get a lot out of it. Believe me, you'll get a lot out of it. You'll learn a lot. But it's funny, it's entertaining, and it's a great YouTube. So just check it out. I'll be doing a new one tonight. All right. Talking about funny, I got to do this. Listen to this guy on Wall Street telling you why to buy this company, Sony Corp. Listen to this.
You like Sony?
Well, there's a lot of companies in the global, but you have a company with 1.3 billion shares. The stock is selling at $32. That's a $40 billion market cap. When you take out their financial service.
Okay, wait, first, why do I need to know it has 1.3 billion shares? It's a 1.3 billion company, rather, and it has shares of 42 billion. I mean, what do I need to know that for? But listen to the rest of it.
You like Sony?
Well, there's a lot of companies in the global, but you have a company with 1.3 billion shares. The stock is selling at $32. That's a $40 billion market cap. When you take out their financial services, not they're going to sell it, which they should do. They'd have no debt, some cash. But when you think of artificial intelligence, robots, sensors for the Apple, sensors for the car, that electronics business is coming around. And then you have the entertainment business, which is virtual reality. I had bought one of those things, but somebody else brought in their PlayStation 4. They've got enough content and enough creativity in that. And they're moving into China, and they're moving into Japan. And so Sony, half their $5 billion of EBITDA is entertainment. If I put a 13 multiple, which is what the Time Warner multiple is going for, you've got the market cap of the company.
Unbelievable. That laundry list is ridiculous. And people think, oh, look how smart he is. He knows the EBITDA of the company. And he knows that the company has 1.3 billion shares. Selling for $32 a share or $42 a share. They're going to Japan. They're going to China. They have products that are artificial intelligence. I mean, he goes on and on. None of that means anything. It doesn't mean a thing. But people really believe they need him. These guys here, right here, same people.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
So when you hear that and they try to get you to buy the stock, remember, you don't have a fiduciary relationship with this guy. He's selling you. He's a snake salesman, snake oil salesman. Now look at this stock. Just take a look at it. Are you out of your mind? First of all, stock has gone from $23.79 to $33.75 since April. The stock has had a 41% move. 41% move. Now you're going to buy it? So I pull up my chart, my trusty MV2, color-coded technology chart. All I want to know, what's JP Morgan do? What they're doing? What are they doing with the stock? Goldman Sachs, the 9 biggest banks, the hedge funds. What are they doing with their shares? I click it on. They're pulling their money out. It's red. They're pulling their money out. Of course, the thing's gone up 40% already. The stock market is overpriced. The stock market's ready to... They're pulling their money out. And the more of a laundry list they get you, they think they impress you so much. The less you know about the stock, the better. The better. Just know if money's going in, money's going out. This thing is starting to fall apart. And he wants you to buy when they're pulling money out. How stupid. We are seeing in the marketplace the dollar continuing to go up. It doesn't make any sense. The dollar keeps going up. Because the things that make a dollar go up is not happening. And when the dollar goes up, that's bad news. Because with the dollar going up, a lot of our companies, take the S&P 500 companies like Caterpillar, most of them About 60-70% of their revenues come from overseas. When you have a high dollar, they can't compete. They lose money, and we lose jobs. What makes a dollar strong is if we have an improving trade balance. We don't. If we have an improving budget deficit, we don't. If we have if their net earnings are growing, and now they need to raise capital so they can issue bonds in which to expand. Well, that's not what's happening. Our net earnings have been negative for 5 consecutive quarters. So our improved balance, no, there's no improvement in budget deficit, no, but it's going up. So it's going up for the wrong reasons. And people think the market's going to crash. Well, here's what's going on. I mean, the dollar's going to crash. No, it's not going to crash. The dollar's going to keep going up and keep going up because that's why. Because you got Japan, you got China, you got Europe. They're far worse than we are. We're like a litter of puppies. They're all bad puppies. None of them are good. None of them are pedigree. They're just a bunch of mutts. And we just happen to be. We just pick, or we are the best looking puppy out of all the bad puppies. Or out of all the dirty towels in the hamper, this one is just less dirty. And because we're less dirty, that's going to keep the dollar higher because of Japan and China and Europe being far worse than we are, and they're going to implode. They're going to implode. China especially is going to implode. They're worrying about the bank, Deutsche Bank. They better worry about China. So what I'm saying is the dollar strength is really putting pressure on the stock market. And dollar strength happens, remember, as a result of a strong economic growth. So if you look at the dollar, you say, well, the economy must be growing. Because you get a dollar always goes up when you have good, strong economic growth. It should be at 4%, no? We're at 1.6%. So we have a real problem here. So I was thinking, remember, we've made, my gang, last year at this time, we started to buy gold, mining stocks. And I said, and they were really bad. And I said, I think they're going to take off, and let's start buying them. And we did. We started to buy them, I think it was November. We started buying in November. And last year, or this year, it was our best year. We made most of our money off gold mining stocks. Many of them were up over 100%. This year, I said, let's do oil. But I got a problem with oil. I'm watching oil pushing $50, but it can't get above $50. It just can't get above $50. And one reason I figured it out, what's going on. See, I thought there are more oil companies that are going bankrupt than ever before. So I thought if these oil companies are going to go bankrupt, we're going to have less and less production. That means oil will push up 50, 60. I figured go back to $80. But I forgot one thing. Congress is bought. The elitist buys Congress. Yeah, they buy Congress. And so these big corporations were able to put different rules in, bankruptcy rules for the big boys. Not like the small guy on Main Street. You can't include in your filing of bankruptcy your student loan or your mortgage. But these guys now can. And what they do is set their debt aside so their production doesn't go down. In fact, their production has gone up 18 million. They got 18 million barrels of oil, more oil this year than last year at the same time. Because why? Because they were favored, because under the Frank Dodd rule, they were favored so that the bankruptcy laws would be so beautiful for them, but not for you or me. So when I get back, I'm going to tell you what I think is going to be the end result with oil and the market. And we'll be right back. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Do you invest in a 401k or an IRA? Did you know you could lose 30, 40, even 50% of your investments when the market crashes? It's time you take control of your investments. For over 15 years, philsgang.com's Phil Grandy has been teaching, coaching, and investing right along with all Phil's Gang members, making profits when the market is up or down. philsgang.com posts daily market updates, has a live investing class, and all material is archived. Sounds too good to be true? Why not join thousands of satisfied Phil's Gang customers today? Go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
philsgang.com.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. It's always about fees. That's right. It's always about fees. When you're investing in anything, it's about fees, but especially 401ks. Let me explain to you how you get screwed with a 401k. Nobody will tell you this. You'll be told with a $25,000 investment, your 401k will return 7%, and over 30 years, you'll retire with a nest egg of $226,000 with a fee of 0.5%. That is a lie. Do you know if you just bump it from 0.5% to 1.5%, that $226,000 drops to $160? With 2% fee, it drops to $123. But you know what most fees are? 3%. So you're going to drop almost below $100,000. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and get rid of that 401k. It is not for your benefit.
Isn't it time you reduce your fear of investing? Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Money, 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 can you use?
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
We don't know what the truth is. My point to you is, as a media story, we don't get to say the 10 women are lying. We have to cover that story, sir.
Sure. Okay, so it's worth 23 minutes of the three networks to cover that story. And Hillary Clinton, in a secret speech in Brazil to a bank that pays her $225,000, saying her dream is an open border where 600 million people could come to America. That's not worth covering.
That is worth covering.
You want to go back through the tapes of your show recently? You are fascinated with sex, and you don't care about public policy.
And that is so true. She said, we covered that story. Yeah, but you cover 57 seconds. 57 seconds. Okay? But you went after Trump and his story for 23 minutes. This is ridiculous. But here's what I couldn't stand about Megyn Kelly last night.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not fascinated by sex, but I am fascinated by the protection of women and understanding what we're getting in the Oval Office. And I think...
Wait a minute. So she's the self-appointed, she's the guardian for the women. Here is what we call the elitists, the insiders, the establishment. She's a poster girl for that. She makes her net worth $15 million. She makes $10 million, and she's really concerned. Yeah, she's really concerned about women, and she's going to protect the Oval Office. She's going to make the decision who's going to go in the Oval Office. And she decided that Trump is no good, so she's going to trash him every show, 23 minutes, and talk less than 1 minute about Hillary, who is a thief and a crook and a liar. Who is she to self-appoint herself to protect the women against the Oval Office? But here's what's so hypocritical about it. Bill Clinton's going back to the West Wing. Are you kidding me? But that's okay. Now, if she said, look, I think both Trump and I think Clinton both are sexual predators, I want either one there, I'd get that. That's her opinion. It makes sense. Okay, I get it. Fine. I don't agree with what she's saying with Bill Clinton, but at least she'd be fair. She'd say both of them are sexual predators. But no, only Bill is allowed back to the Oval Office, the West Wing. It's just so sickening. And people have got to start learning. And you know what? The elitists really think that people like myself, who don't have a college education, don't have much education, I had to leave high school early because I had to survive, help my family survive. A lot of people like that did in those years going back. And as far as the elitists, the establishment, they just look down their nose at us, and they're going to do everything they can to benefit themselves, not us. But guess what? That's a big group of us, and this may change the whole election. It really may. But it just makes me so sick. Let me get back to what's important, making money. Look, we talked about the dollar earlier, and the dollar is important to watch because, again, here's the beautiful thing about being a gang member. Look, I want you to get the chart free for 4 weeks, obviously, because it's a beautiful thing. When you hear one of these dopes tell you to buy a stock like this guy, they gave us a laundry list of reasons. All you got to look and see if it's red or green. And after 4 weeks, you'll be convinced. I don't have to convince you. It works. Okay? But here's the thing I do for my gang. The dollar affects the market. Okay? The 10-year Treasury affects the market. There's a lot of things that affect the market. And that's my job. I work every day, every night to make sure what is going on with the economy, what's affecting the economy. So I have a safety net under my gang. They don't have to worry about any of that. That's me, my work. I do all that. I do all the research for them. All they have to do is take their favorite stocks and wait till it turns green or red. That's simple. That's simple. And like right now, I'm thinking that oil should have been going back up to $80. Now, there's two cross currents. If I go look at China and Europe and Japan, they're imploding. So that tells me, like I said, we're the least dirty towel in the basket. So that could mean that our dollar will still go up, even though things are really, the reasons why the dollar goes up is not happening, like improving budget deficits, improving trade balances. But on the other hand, we're finding that 18-wheelers, sales of 18-wheelers are going down the tube. But so that's a little confusing because that means the 18-wheelers, remember, they run our commodities. They run our oil. So you would think if the 18-wheelers are going down, sales are getting killed. That means they're not pushing much commodities. They're not pushing oil. So we got kind of like a cross current. On one hand, trucks sales are going down, 18-wheelers that move oil. But on the other hand, the bankruptcy laws for these oil companies are so much different for everybody else that that the amount of oil they produce, they're not affected by bankruptcy. But the oil, on the other hand, is giving us the truck sales are giving us a different message. These 18-wheelers. So that's what I do for the gang. I looked at Caterpillar. Their revenues have dropped 16% year over year. Now that even used machinery prices are going down 10%. So so these are the things I watch out for. So when we are, or you have you're a gang member and you have one of your 5 stocks or a bonus stock, all you got to know if it's red or green. I cover everything else for you. I always let you know where I think the economy is, what's going to affect the market. And that's why you should join the gang. You really should. And why don't you join the gang for $39.95, and for the first 4 weeks as a gang member, you get the chart free. There's nothing better than that. And you see how it works. You really will see how it works. And it does work. It really does work. And you don't have to worry. You don't have to. I know when you get a stock, there's nothing worse. You buy a stock and you worry and worry and worry. That's all gone. You don't have to worry anymore. Like I said, I'll take care of the research as to where the market should be going, and I'll give you the red flags. All you need to do is pay attention to your 5 stocks, the same 5 stocks. You say, well, just the same 5 stocks? There's no such thing as a hot stock. There's no such thing. 5 stocks, yes. 5 brand name stocks. Do Apple, do IBM, do Home Depot, do Lowe, do Caterpillar. That's all you need. A guy with another 5 and a guy with another 5. At the end of the year, they're all going to end up the same place because it's the same thing that makes the stock go up. Not the stories these people fool you with, like they're geniuses. It's simply money going in and money going out. But you know what? What we will learn through this election, and the elitists will learn, we're not that stupid. We are not that stupid, the people. We realize there's a shadow government. We really do. And the key to this November election lies in the real fear, the real deep resentment, which is beginning to really agitate people like me, the working and the lower middle classes of white America, who don't care about labels or party labels, whether you're Democrat or Republican. There could be a great number of Bernie Sanders supporters who will not say they're voting for Trump, but they are. These elitists really believe the working, non-college educated brick mason, carpenter, UPS truck driver is stupid. But not stupid enough that we don't realize there's a shadow government. And that shadow government will lead us to a path, right down the path to a dictatorship. What we will see from Clintons, if they get elected, like we saw from Obama, a great outward appearance of a constitutional government, but we have operating within our government, in our political system, a well-organized political group in this country, like the Clintons, who control our Federal Reserve, our Department of Justice, our FBI, and our justices, our Supreme Court. With Scalia gone, there's real danger there. That's why it's so important for the Republicans to stick together and make sure that Hillary doesn't appoint the next 4 justices. Now, you would think Ryan would do that, and McCain would do that. As much as they hate Trump, they would know what's important. You can't let the next 4 appointments be made like a crook like Hillary. Now, why are they doing that? You would think the Republicans would get together behind him so that wouldn't happen. Isn't that strange? Because you know why? Because these Republicans are part of the same shadow government. That's the danger. That's the danger. We'll talk more about that tomorrow and a lot more about stocks. Right now, get your free chart, your MV2 chart. Call 877-600-GANG. Call now. Stephen will take your phone call, and Alex. It's a wonderful chart. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.